Hello everyone, here are the latest market news on May the 31st, 2019. Trump vows new tariffs on Mexican goods. U.S. President Donald Trump, responding to a surge of illegal immigrants across the southern border, vowed on Thursday to impose a tariff on all goods coming from Mexico, starting at 5% and extending much higher until the flow of people ceases. The announcement flustered investors who fear that the worsening trade dispute could hurt the global economy. The Mexican peso, U.S. stock index futures, and Asian stock markets declined on the news, including the shares of Japanese automakers who ship cars from Mexico to the United States. Japan's household spending may rose in April. Reuters poll showed on Friday that Japan's household spending was expected to have increased from a fifth straight month in April, offering some relief for policymakers concerned about the impact of global trade disputes on domestic consumption. Household spending likely grew 2.6% in April from a year earlier. The poll of 15 economists showed up from a 2.1% in March. Consumer spending performed poorly in January-March, but the long holiday period appeared to have supported the spending in April, said Yoshiki Shinke, chief economist at Daiichi Life Research Institute. Japan's 10-day holiday from late April to early May to celebrate the accession of new emperor helped consumer spending on travel-related services. Fiat pledged not to close plans on Renault deal. Some analysts suppose that Fiat Chrysler Automobiles and VWs promised to deliver €5 billion, $5.6 billion of savings in its merger with Renault SA. Without closing plans looks audacious, given the Italian carmaker's surplus capacity in Europe. Renault chairman Jean-Dominique Senard asked Thursday whether job cuts will be needed, said the deal doesn't call for human sacrifice. Despite tight years, both Fiat and Renault have spare capacity close to home. Almost one-third of Fiat's global workforce of 198,500 was based in Europe at the end of last year, even though the maker of Jeep SUVs and Ram trucks earns almost all its profit in North America. Mark Harper declares his candidacy for new prime minister. The former immigration minister and chief whip Mark Harper has become the 12th Conservative MP who joins the race to replace Prime Minister Theresa May. He faces 11 other candidates, including 5 current and 4 former cabinet ministers. A number of them have tried to position themselves as fresh faces, but I'm afraid they've sat around the cabinet table sharing the responsibility with the prime minister, said source familiar with the matter. The winner, expected to be announced by the end of July, will succeed Mrs. May as Tory leader and UK prime minister.